What is Slay Talks?
Hey y'all, Slay Talks is a show about business, beauty, and fashion. And it's going to highlight trends, it's going to highlight influencers. So, if you guys are wanting to check out a new show with some fashion enthusiasts, Slay Talks is the place to see.
Is Slay Talks?
Slay Talks is definitely a collaborative of fashion, beauty, and women in business. So that's what it's about. We're going to do a talk show web series, and that's what we'll be highlighting fashion, beauty, and women in business.
So I came up with Slay Talks because I'm an avid magazine reader, and for a long time I've always been interested in magazines, fashion, beauty, products. So who better to do it with my sister as my co-host?
Well, actually, my sister had came up with Slay Talks as we were reworking Slayhive, going into more like an influence type of thing. My sister came up with like, we should do like a mini talk show or whatever. And I'm just like, girl, yes, we need to do a talk show. So that's how it all came about. She birthed it, and I am just like all about it. Okay, it's perfect for us because from a young age we were always into our magazines, into our fashion, and wanted to share that with other people.
My personal style, I'm actually kind of changing it right now. I think people would say I have like a little lifestyle influencer little look, but I'm kind of going into like a classic look. So you'll see me with more tailored stuff, more feminine, more flirty, more classic girly 1950s look.
My personal style, if anyone follows me or knows me, I'm a very like vintage inspired stylist. I love vintage pieces. 90% of my closet is like vintage items. I do incorporate some trend, but I just like the classic fit of vintage clothing. I like the boldness of vintage clothing. My favorite pieces to wear are some of the beaded pieces, but I would kind of say, if you want to put a style on it, I kind of made up a new one. I would definitely say like vintage sleekness. I don't know, vintage glam. I like glam. That's
My favorite designer is Stella McCartney. I've been a fan of hers for a very, very long time. I love how she mixes her patterns and then she adds like that 70s with the classic look. She has been an all-time favorite for me since I could remember.
when it comes to designer, there's a lot of different designers that I love. Far as I do go really, really back with designers, I like a lot of vintage designer clothing. One of my favorites would be Ballman. I just like the boldness, the tailored look that they have. And if you seen any of the Ballman clothes, you already know it's a lot of beads, a lot of jewels. So that's my thing.
Style icon. Ooh. I would have to say, because I am a tall girl, I would have to say Marlo. Marlo from the Housewives of Atlanta. Oh my God, her style. That girl knows she can dress. My God, when she puts on an outfit, she is coming to slay the day. Night, day, anytime. Marlo.
Style icon would definitely be Tracy Ellis Ross. That is one of my favorite style icons because she has that vintage flair. She wears a lot of little beautiful suits, a lot of flowy clothes, but she has a like vintage style. I love Sarah Jessica Parker on Sex and the City and outside of Sex and the City. The girl can dress all hands down. And I love Kim Cattrall. Now, these are characters on Sex and the City. Carrie and Samantha, those are fictional characters, but their style, that's my favorite. So I would definitely say Sarah Jessica Parker, Kim Cattrall, and Tracy Ellis Ross.
What's your favorite style show?
My favorite style show would probably be Dynasty. Oh my goodness. Fallon is like my favorite. That girl comes with all the nice, cute, classic prints. She always has a little classy bag with her, but she always mixes up her pantsuit. She goes feminine, flirty, and then she goes casual. Every look is Very, very nice.
My favorite style show. Look, I only watch shows, y'all. I give all shows a try just to see how much style they have in the show. One of my favorite shows, though, and their style is Run the World. If you've never seen that show before, it is a collective of 4 Black women living life in Harlem. That show is just over around a beautiful show. It's a well put together show. They have some beautiful style on there, and if you're into jazz and music, it just like gives you this big colorful synopsis of what Harlem is. So that's one of my favorite style shows. And I must say, Emily in Paris too, it hits.
A good woman in business. Right now I'm following Ronnie Brown. I just love her. I love everything about her business acumen, and I love how she's a very soft and she's very positive, and she does a really good job with feeding the community with a lot of positive energy.
My favorite woman in business has always been this shoe designer. Her name is Jennifer Lee. If you go back to her Instagram and just follow her story, like, she has such a humble beginning. Like, she shows how she was sleeping on air mattresses, how she had all these designs, but she just shows now she's like one of the, and she's so humble too, because she's like behind the scenes a lot. A lot of people don't even know, like, a lot of celebrities wear her shoes, like Mary J. Blige, Ashanti, Remy Ma. All of those women wear her shoes. But I just love her because she's kind of gaudy like me, so I just love her. But yeah, she took a business from the ground up, and like, she's a superstar now.
So I have been a professional photographer with the studio in the Midwest for a little while now. I am a wife. I do have 3 beautiful children, and I love to shop. I love to travel, and I also like to be creative. So you will be seeing a lot of creativity. And I did tell you guys that I love magazines. I've been reading magazines since I was a little girl, and I still get paper magazines. I still collect them all. So yes, that's me. I'm Mary Jo.
A little bit about me is that I've always loved fashion from a young child. My mom said when I was about 7, it's like she told me, I told her that I was going to be moving to New York, and now I'm 7 years old and I'm going to be a fashion designer. I did go to school for fashion design, but I do not design. But as I started to grow in that industry, I realized like you don't have to be a designer. You can be a stylist. So I do styling, and just, so a little bit about me. That's me. I'm freshly new back to the Midwest, a business owner, but yeah, what else? That's all I could say. I mean, I really don't like to talk too much about myself, but yeah, I am Simone. I'm just now noticing that
to go on set, talk about our workshops, talk about Slayhive, talk about all of our new things that we're coming into. Yay!